Hello and welcome to Home Park for this Under-18 Schoolboys International between England and Northern Ireland in the Centenary Shield. And here's the England team for tonight's match. And here's the starting 11 for Northern Ireland. Well, a large crowd of over 3,000 fans here in Plymouth tonight have come out to give their support. While England dominated the first few exchanges of this match and created numerous good chances. Well, it took Northern Ireland quite a while to get into this game, and the English defence managed to limit their chances to set pieces. It was a close-fought first half with plenty of pace and energy, but in the end, you'd have to say it was England's half, despite the score staying 0-0. Northern Ireland came out from the changing rooms in the second half and started much stronger out of the two teams. Northern Ireland eventually managed to make the momentum pay off when substitute McMurray shot home from close range. Well, after the Northern Ireland goal, it was England who started to fight back. And it didn't take long before England got their goal, as another substitute, this time Odom, headed home. There was a couple more back and forth exchanges to delight the crowd here at home park, but in the end it finished England 1, Northern Ireland 1. Bob, a 1-1 draw tonight here at home park. Do you think that was a fair result?
Quite possibly a fair result, but we're very disappointed that it came so late. But equally so, we did the same last week with Scotland. You know, we got goals at the very end of the game, and I'm sure the Scottish management home disappointed, as we will go home a little bit disappointed tonight as well.
I thought particularly your second half performance was fantastic, and like you said, maybe you could have hold on and won the game.
Well, we thought we could have held on to win the game, but that didn't happen. Our first half performance was ordinary. Second half, I thought we played much better. We actually were able to control the ball a little bit more. First half, we just couldn't keep the ball. England were putting us under so much pressure.
Many people coming here tonight maybe would have expected an England win, and a comfortable England win maybe, but I think that's a bit unfair on your recent form, and you know, you've got a good squad here and it's backed up.
Well, we have a good squad, but interestingly, the sequence of results tends to be England come to Northern Ireland and win, and we come to England and win. I think it's the last 3 times that we have been successful over here, and England have been successful with when they're with us in Northern Ireland.
Well, we've seen a brilliant game here tonight, full of pace, full of energy, and I also thought full of grit and determination as well. So under 18 schoolboys level is something to watch.
I think people misjudge how good these young kids are. They have so much potential, and as you say, so much energy on the field. Highly entertaining game, end-to-end stuff. Great saves from both keepers, hitting the post. 2 great goals. What else can you ask for the big crowd that turned out here tonight?
And of course you're still in contention for the Centenary Shield, so that would be a fantastic achievement if you could do that.
It would be nice, particularly as this is my last season, it would be nice to keep in contention right up to the last game. But the important thing is that the players are developing, that they are enjoying their football at this level. And this season, believe it or not, 14 of the 18 players are brand new internationals. They've never played international football at any other level.
A 1-1 draw
Yeah.
here tonight. Do you think that was a fair result?
I think it was a very fair result. I mean, it was a magnificent game of schoolboy football, and they really, both teams were hammer and tong. It could have gone either way at the end. It was a bit like Keystone Cops at the end there. They could have scored, we could have scored, but I think we created enough chances to maybe win at least one game of international football. But yeah, in the end, I'm quite happy with a 1-1 draw, definitely. Yeah, especially when you're 1-0 down with only 3 minutes to go.
Obviously, Northern Ireland showed quite a bit of heart in that second half. You showed it in the first half, I think. But obviously, you've got to have a bit of resilience, especially when you concede in that halfway through that second half.
Yeah, I thought the first half we started the Irish actually started quite well, passed the ball quite well, but they didn't really get behind us. But once we got into our stride, we were by far and away the better side. And at half time we just said much the same again, but we knew the Irish would come out fighting. I knew their manager wasn't happy, and I knew he'd probably had a few choice words in his changing room. And fair play, the Irish boys really came out in the second half. And when you go 1-0 down in an international, it's massively difficult to get back into it. But we did, and so I've got to compliment my players. They were absolutely superb.
Now, under-18 schoolboys football is quite new, especially to this part of the country. And obviously there's an under-18s England squad as well. What's the difference between the two?
Well, our boys are boys that have probably been at clubs until they were 16, and then they've been released for one reason or another. Or one or two boys have actually turned down scholarships. So our boys are boys that are doing A-levels, B-Techs, but they still are aspirational. They still want to go back into professional football if you actually were honest with them. But so we're the schoolboy team. They're doing their A-levels, they're doing their B-Techs. The FA side are full of the top-class professionals from Manchester United and so on. But that's not to say that our boys, late developers, and of course Chris Smalling is the most famous example who played for our team, and he's not doing so bad at the moment, is he?
I thought it was a game full of pace, full of energy, full of grit and determination as well, and many people are saying the art of defending is dead. It's obviously being taught at schoolboy level still.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, the guy here, the events manager, actually said to me that's probably one of the best games he's seen at Plymouth Argyle this season, which shows that the schoolboys can put on a real show, which is entertaining, honest. The players aren't going down, they're not feigning injuries, they're not being cynical, and they're playing an honest game of schoolboy football out there tonight. And it was hammer and tong, and it was a great advert, it really was, and it's a good product that we've got, definitely.
Well, you can see plenty more match highlights coming up with the Devon FA Cup finals starting next week. Remember to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube.